Gearbest had kindly sent me another quad to review. This is the Strider S6. And it's a neat looking little quad actually. I mean, if it flies as good as it looks, this thing's going to be serious fun. It's unfortunately the box got quite damaged, as they do sometimes from China. I haven't had a damaged box for quite a while, but as you can see it did get pretty heavily damaged. It's a shame really, because if this was a present for someone, this would be a really good box, because you've got the nice sort of cardboard bit that comes open, and then you've got this good clear area to actually see the quad. Let's get this thing unpacked and see what it actually looks like. And there's everything unpacked. Well, there isn't actually much at all. There's only basically 4 items. You've got the USB charger to the battery, and that's a single cell battery just in the back here. I just pop that out. And there's your battery in there. You can leave it in situ to charge it as well, which is quite good. And or you could buy additional batteries and just swap them over. The quad is really awesome. If you've got a problem with spiders, any arachnophobia, probably not the one to have. It is actually quite menacing, to be perfectly honest. The white props sort of give it away as not being very menacing, but and on the props you get a set of spare props with it as well, and these are really flexible props, so the legs act as a little bit of a prop guard anyway, but I think honestly anything that hits, it's going to deflect like mad. I mean, it's really they're really quite soft, so, and it flies inverted as well, so the props, you can tell by the actual prop design that it will fly inverted as well, so quite interested in seeing that in action. It's the transmitter. I quite like these transmitters. I prefer them to the sort of gaming ones, though it's sort of half a gaming one with the way it sits in your hands like that, but I like the fact that it's actually got sticks on it rather than the little buttons. Means you can either fly, you know, as a thumber or as a pincher, so I think it's rather good, and I'll go through all the functions on this in a minute. So that's all you get in it, and that's basically all you need. The battery is actually quite tight in the battery bay, and if you just try and pull it, it really does want to come out, so you have to squeeze the body and then pull it, and it just sort of eases it up enough to get it out. But what I suggest is you put a little bit of tape around here so that you can get a good grip on that rather than pulling on the wire. You really don't want to be pulling on this wire on the battery anyway. So pop the battery on charge, and you can either use a USB mains adapter, or you can use your computer or a laptop port. And just going to have a good time, always fine to have a look through the instruction manual, and this one's pretty well laid out. I like the fact that it's all in English on this side, and then all in Chinese on the other side, so it's quite easy to look things up, and it runs through all the basics of the controls and everything. It's a little bit sort of haphazard with telling you different things on the actual transmitter and that, because it then tells you different things on the transmitter here, some further functions, but I suppose it does make sort of sense. Some of the Chinese to English translations are really good, and other ones just go a bit wayward, and it starts talking about things that I don't think are particular to this quad actually, but as general instructions they're pretty good. I've seen a lot worse, and no, it will certainly get you started if you're new to quads without any problems at all. Okay, so I've just plugged in the quad, and as you can see, you get flashing LEDs. Going to turn on the transmitter, you get a beep, and up and down on the throttle, and that binds. The trim is the same as usual, so this is pitch on this trim setting here, roll on this one, and then yaw on this one. If you want to do a 180 flip, you press this one here, and you get a beep beep, and it will just literally flip over, and obviously if it's on its back already, it will just come back into the normal. If you want to do a 360 flip, a full flip, you press this one, but you get the same beep noise, so it doesn't really tell you a lot of difference. But after you've pressed either one of those, it won't do anything until you actually press the flip button, which is that one there, and then you get a constant beep, which until you give it a direction of flip, it won't do it. So that's just the way it works on this particular one. High rates is here, so it always starts in low rates, so you simply press that one, you get a double beep, and you're in high rates, and it will stay in high rates until you press that one and drop it back down into low rates. And that's all there is to it. It's a nice gentle throttle. You can see you can just hold it really low. It's really nice and smooth the way it takes off. So.
Right, so let's give it a go. Whoa, stable. Gee whiz, that is stable. I'll come out in the sunshine. Yes, sunshine, you heard it here first. It's a bank holiday Monday in Scotland, well, in the UK anyway, and it's sunny. Brilliant stuff. So nice. Flies nicely. Well, this is in low rates. Not the fastest, but you wouldn't expect it in low rates, so that's rather good. So let's do a flip, which is you press the right one down. Now that's flipping, it's doing a just going over 180 instead of a 360. Oh, I like the way it does that. That's nice. That's cool. So it flies inverted as well, as you can see. Yeah, very good. And then if you want to change whether it flips 360 or 180, you press this button here. Oh, no, perhaps you don't. Perhaps press the other button. Not clearly marked on the instructions, so I'm going to press that one. Yeah. That flips it fully. That flips it. Yeah, so it's 180, that's 360. It does flip well. Not really my favourite sort of thing, flipping, to be perfectly honest. And then that's, like I say, low rates. High rates is this one here. Well, that's better. Nice. Cool. That is one smart quad. I do like it. It's very smart. Yeah, will it flip? I'm not convinced it will. No, didn't think. Oh, because it flies inverted, it might well take off like that, as long as the grass hasn't got hold of it. No, it does. Whoa, that's quite cool. I don't know how that will come out on camera, but it does look quite smart. Looks even better wet. Oh, that's just... That's cool. Well, it does look smart wet. I've got a little bit of grass on it. Very good. Yeah, those props are good as well. Pretty well done, isn't it? Yeah, it's pretty good. That's still in high rates. Gee whiz, it does get a shift on. It just seems to lose power. Even when you give it full, it's not got a lot of throttle on it, to be honest. I think those legs and everything are probably adding quite a bit of weight to it, and the props are quite flexible little props, but it's certainly good fun. Yeah, it just seems to, when you're giving it loads of pitch and loads of throttle, it doesn't seem to have an awful lot of guts to keep it up. Whether or not if you swap the props it would be better, but I'm giving it a hell of a lot of run. It's not... Those LEDs, I can see them even there. I don't know that the camera will pick them up. I'm just going to do a bit of a range test. But gee whiz, this thing's fun. I like it. That's smart. So this is best part 50 metres if this does this. I don't actually know what the spec is on it. I never fully believe what a manufacturer says anyway. There's only one way of checking it. And look at those LEDs on the props, they're really good. I've got no headless mode. So. Oh yeah, well, we ran out of... I don't think that was throttle, I think we ran out of range. So I would say that was over 30, probably about 40 metres. At least it drops. I didn't do any tests on it to see whether it would drop or not, but definitely. Whoops, there we go. Yeah, that was definitely out of range, and it obviously picks itself back up. Oh, we got a bit of a stuck prop. Oh, okay, that was quite a hard hit, I think. Whoops. Quite easily fixed. There we go. That's fine. And you could land in launching any way you like, upside down or not. Yeah, it's not got the most amount of power. Let me just drop it down in low rates. It's nice and controllable. So I wouldn't say it does much over 30, 40 metres, I would say. So Well, that's more than enough. I think it never really bothers me, the long distance. I tend to fly in the garden here and I love it. So it suits me fine. Nice. It's probably back up in high rates and just run that battery out, have a bit of fun. Yeah, it seems if you use pitch roll and all the throttle, you can run it actually sort of out of guts, which oh, we got flashing LEDs as well, so that's fair enough. That is fun. I like it. Oh yeah, we're really going now. We'll run it out too much. There we go. Yeah, that is really nice. There's definitely a difference on the high and low rates. There's low, there's high, yeah, so it's definitely a difference, and I felt a lot of difference in the pitch and the roll. So I think we'll stop that there and consider that a good bit of fun, and one neat looking little quad.
Okay, so summary. What did I think of it? I'm going to always tend to go through negative things. I like to get them out of the way first of all. One negative thing to me was, and it's just a thing that happens on a lot of quads, is the transmitter isn't marked up with what things do. And if you're new to flying, it's nice to familiarise yourself with the controls. And if you land it and you just look down, you've got no information here at all. I've flown loads of different quads and everything, and the instruction manual wasn't particularly clear about how these worked. That's why I explain it fully in the transmitter section. And once you've got it sussed, it's a doddle, it's fine, but I just think it could have been explained a little bit better. Having said that, loads of manufacturers don't mark up their transmitters because they use them on different quads, and they use them with different functions. They change the functions around, so I fully understand that. That out the way, and that is a real tiny minus on this quad. That out the way, this is at the moment retailing at £17, which is just like $22 I think, something like that, and it is awesome. I really enjoy flying it. It puts a great big smile on your face, and that, as far as I'm concerned, flying and quads, that's what their job is. It just makes you look at it when it flies around. It is really cool. The rates are definitely different, and which was nice, and in low rates it's really easy for a beginner to get on with. Everything's well protected. The props are pretty safety props anyway. Even if they did catch you, I'm sure they wouldn't do any damage whatsoever. It flies inverted, and it's really fun when it does fly inverted. You can flip it fully, which is excellent. Everything, you've seen the video, so you can see what it does, and I am totally impressed with it. I really thought it was just being a gimmick, a load of rubbish, to be perfectly honest. I didn't think I would be at all impressed with it, and actually it is an impressive little thing to fly. It doesn't have headless mode, which to me has a benefit. Means I can't accidentally flick it into headless mode, and I can just keep flying properly as far as I'm concerned. So no, huge thumbs up and a Tigger's paw up. I might even put the other paw up.